Dear student, in this subtopic, we will discuss GUI-based operating system, that is Windows and Linux, from unit number 1, overview of operating system. So, in previous session, we discussed the command line interface, in which we discussed the MS-DOS and the Unix operating system. In this, we will discuss the graphical user interface operating system, that is the Windows and the Linux. And these are the logos of Windows and Linux. Now, Windows operating system, it is nothing but a series of operating system developed by Microsoft. Each version of Windows includes the graphical user interface with the desktop that allow user to view the files and folders in the Windows. This operating system is designed both for the home computing and the professional purposes. Windows operating system provides the graphical user interface, then virtual memory management related tasks, multitasking, and support for many peripherals. Now here, this is one of the important feature that we can see related to the Windows operating system, that is multitasking. So this means that more than one application we can run at the same time. That means we can type the document at the same time, we hear the music at the same time, we can respond to the mails via the Internet Explorer. Then these are some of the versions of Windows operating system. That is, the first version come up in market in between 85 to 92. That is Windows 1.0 and 2.0. In 1.0, it allow user to point and click to access the window. In 2.0, certain features has been added related to icons, keyboard shortcuts, and the graphics is improved. Then in 90 to 94, the versions of Windows come up in market is 3.0 to 3. And 3.1, which supports the icons and the program manager. And this is the first version where the look and feel screen of Microsoft Windows come up. Now here the program manager is the feature which has been added in 3.0, with the help of which we can easily manage the files and folders onto the system. As today we used to call it as a Windows Explorer, with the help of which we can do all the creation, deletion, modifications of the file, moving the file, copying the file from one place to another. So all these activities are done with the help of the program manager. Then next come up the version of Windows is Windows 95 in August 95. So it runs faster and has ability to automatically delete and configure the installed hardware. So here the feature is plug and play. So what it means is that as soon as we connect any new device to the computer, the operating system automatically detects the device and the corresponding device driver or the supporting software installed onto the screen, and will bring the hardware in ready use for using it for the user's purpose. Then another version of Windows come up is Windows 98 in June 1998. It offers support for new technologies, that is FAT32 related to booting the system, then AGP, that is the graphics related features. It supports to the video audio related features. It supports to certain devices, that is the USB DVDs, and it also has an active desktop which integrates the web browser, that is the Internet Explorer. Then in 2000, the Windows Millennium come up in market, which has the putting in the DOS option, but this particular version was not used for a longer period of time due to its certain limitations. Then in 93 to 96, the Windows network operating system come up in market called as Windows NT. It supports the preemptive multitasking, and the Windows and the variations are Windows NT and Windows NT Server. Then in 2000, the Windows 2000 come up as an operating system which is used for the business desktops and the laptop systems to run various software applications. Then in 2001, the version, the Windows XP come up in market, which has a better look and feel. So two variations, that is the home and professional, were there. Then in 2003, the Windows Server 2003 come up in the market, which has the corporate networking, internet, intranet, and hosting databases functions available within it. So this is basically the client server uh, operating system come up in the market. Then Windows Home Server. So this is a consumer server which is designed with multiple computers which are connected within a home. In 2006, the Windows Vista operating system come up, which has certain advancement in reliability, security, and ease of deployment. So more focus is given on its security and the reliability. Then in 2009, the variation, that is Windows 7, come up with improved performance and startup time and the Windows Media Center. In 2012, the version Windows 8 come up with the touchscreen use in mind and having the better startup, and the start screen was a place with look and feel screen made up of light tiles nowadays that we used to see over. Then in 2015, the version Windows 10 come up in market with the fast startup, Microsoft Edge, and the new browser related to Microsoft. So these are some of the evaluations of Windows operating system with the changing logo from Windows from 1985 to 2015, that is Windows 10. So some of the features of Windows operating system, as we know, almost in all the operating system, these features are available. That is executing the programs related to users, providing the interface, then handling the errors, then handling the IO and input output related operations, handling the all memory related managements, then managing all the processes. So all these are the features of Windows operating system. Then let us discuss the Linux operating system. This is the another variation of graphical user interface. So what is Linux? It is nothing but a GUI based operating system which is used to perform all the operation that the other operating system perform, like managing the processes, handling the interrupts, managing the memory, handling or uh, working on to the file system, then supporting the device drivers, networking, providing the security and IO devices. Now, the Linux is the operating system which is just like the Unix operating system. It is created by the Linux torrents. That's why the name Linux. The main feature related to Linux operating system is that it is freely distributed operating system. So this is what the very important feature related to Linux operating system. And due to this particular feature, millions of people around the world are using this operating system. Programmers can even modify and and create their own unique versions of operating system. So the source code can be modified by the programmer. This particular is available in several distributions. So the popular distributions are Red Hat, CentOS OS, Debian, then OpenSUSE and the Ubuntu. So these are some of the popular distributions of the Linux operating system. Then let us see something in short related to the components of Linux operating system. So it has the kernel, which is the core part of Linux, which is responsible for all the major activities of operating system. And system library, special functions, that is the system libraries are special functions or programs using which the application programs or the system utilities accesses the kernel's features. Then system utility, these are nothing but the programs which are again responsible to do the specialized or the individual level task. Then some of the features of Linux operating system is it is portable. That is portability means the software can work on different types of hardware in same way. That means we can easily transfer the files from one kind of hardware architecture to another. Another feature of Linux operating system is a open source. That is the source code is freely available and it is community based development project. Multi-programming, this means that the multiple applications can run at the same time. And security, so Linux provides the user security using authentication features like password protection, controlled access to specific files, and the encryption of data. So here password protection means the way we use to provide the password to the files and the folders so that it will get secured. No one can directly access the file. Control access means some sort of controlling rights we can provide to the files so that according to the rights the files can be accessed by the user, that is the rights related to reading the file, writing the file, executing the file. So these are some of the rights, and by controlling the access or by providing certain rights the user will able to use the files accordingly. Then encryption of data. So this is also the features related to security. So these are the Linux based Linux distributions that are available in market. So these are the various distributions that are available in market. So some of the widely used distributions are Red Hat, Fedora, then Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Debian. So these are some of the examples which are widely used. Almost all these distributions are available in market with the features that are available in the Linux. So this is all we covered in all the sessions, that is part A, B and C, the command line based and the GUI based operating systems basic. Then in part B, we discuss the command line based operating systems, that is the DOS, MS-DOS and the Unix. And finally, the GUI based operating systems, that is the Windows and the Linux. Thank you.